What have I done?
May they remind him of the value of excellence and the possibility of perfection.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brian from I1Tesla, and today I'm excited because I am cutting up my car. It sounds bad, and it kind of is. It kind of could hurt the value of my car because I'm cutting the fender to make room for this flare. Now, this is a wide body kit. This is one of the first. Well, I'm not the first. I've been the first on a lot of things, like the off-road stuff. Like, that's why I got a big wheel back there. I was the first one to do a lifted off-road Model Y, and now I'm one of probably 5 going with this wide body kit, a true wide body kit, because you could just double side tape these flares on and get some wheel spacers, and I've teamed up with a wheel spacer company. I'll show you them in a little bit, but that's not true wide body. That's just fender flares stuck on the side of a car. A true wide body is when you cut the fenders, push the wheels out as far as you can, and cut everything so there's room for everything to travel. It's no going back. This is always going to be a wide body car now. Worst case, I can always get fenders, and I can always fix the back piece here because I'm only cutting the tab out. Probably 1% of you are going to want to do this, and 99% of those people won't do it. So here's my fitment. You see, I've got some wide tires. My wheels actually stick out a little bit from the rim, so I'm not tucking them like Tesla likes to do. My fitment is really, really good. So I'm going to continue that on the back side here. I teamed up with BONOSS, or I don't know how you pronounce that, but I teamed up with this company. I used them before on my wheel spacers on my Model 3, and they are superior. It's all aluminum. They have air channels in the back of it. This bolts right up to the rotor. And a lot of people say spacers aren't safe, but they are if you get the right ones. This is a hub-centric design. So it's a reference point for the wheel to be centered on the wheel. These lug nuts do not center your wheels. The ring centers your wheel, and this is why it's called a hub-centric. It centers the wheel. And then these get bolted on to the stock studs, and then you use the lug nuts from the car. This is bolted to the brake. The wheel is bolted to this. Everything's bolted down to 130 foot-pounds or 129 foot-pounds, or torqued to that. And you've got a very secure system. Now on the back, I'm running a 30 millimeter spacer, and on the front, I'm running a 25 millimeter spacer. Like I said before, my wheels are spaced out already from where I got them. Signature Wheels is where I got those. And we spaced them out so they would be flush with the wheel well, or that plastic rim. So I think to go with the stock 21-inch wheel, you'd have to go a 55 millimeter spacer on the rear and probably a 50 on the front, or maybe you could go 50 on the front or 55 on the front, because I do have some wider tires than normal. So I like that lip of the tire that sticks out over the rim. I think it looks better. Tesla likes to tuck those in because they want a smaller patch so you get better range. I don't care about range. It's all about looking right. I've had these kind of spacers on my Model 3. I did a track day, and I did like 75 miles on the track driving hard, and nothing went wrong. No wheel came off with the stock wheels, and it was wonderful. Spacers are safe if you get the right ones. But let me show you what the stock side looks like, because I'm actually mocking up this so I know where to cut the vinyl. Look how far in these wheels go, and these wheels are spaced out a little bit already. It is pretty close to being flush. I'm gonna have to put the wheel spacers on here, cut right below this line here, same thing on the front, and then that gives room for this to drop because I have an air ride system on my car, and I still want to drop this on the ground, and I want to be able to drive kind of low at car shows, roll in with a Model Y to show it off, because I got the carbon fiber body. Now I've got the fender flares that I did a little trick to them. And if you can notice, instead of wrapping the whole thing, these are gloss black. I left it gloss black like the plastic trim. So when someone looks at the car, they're gonna be like, is there something different? Is that stock? Is that a new model? Well, no, that's just me being me, and I like to customize even the customizable pieces. This car is gonna be one of one with that. and I'm so excited to get this done. These do just double side tape on, and you do have to remove the vinyl or PPF. You want to go right to paint with this, and this tape is really good. But I also got some of this marine adhesive as well. I'm going to put this in there because it doesn't fit perfectly, and there's some portions that you want to fit really tight, and you're going to be driving fast. That's why I have it clamped on some places, like right here, that's clamped on. I want to get that really nice. I got a lot of adhesive on that front edge because that's going to be a really good leading edge there. I want that nice and strong. This piece is on there by mostly tape, and I put the adhesive right up front here. Back here, this is mostly tape. The tape was holding really well. I did cut out the vinyl, so it's right to paint. This is right to the car, and I do have a ceramic coating on here, so I'm kind of worried about that, but I'm going to pay attention to that, how loose that gets. This one, obviously, it needed a little bit of work because this was pulling up here, and I think it's going to look awesome. I can't wait to get this going. Since not too many of you are going to be doing this, I'm going to show you the parts that are really cool, like all the sparks flying from the grinder. To make this a true wide body, you have to cut those to make room. And you also need to trim this. This is really thick. This is like 1.5 inches almost. I need to trim so there's like a 1/2 inch reveal so the tire can get up in there, because I want this out as far as possible. So that's what we're doing next. Customizing the customized pieces. Ooh, everything is on there solid. This looks so good. Everything is perfect. So it's the next day. What I'm gonna do now is jack the car back up, torque down everything, and while the wheels are off, I'm gonna clean and grind everything. So I've got this right angle grinder that I've been using to cut everything up with. I've got a grinding wheel that'll go on here and just clean up the whole area, maybe trim some of the fender well, and actually put in the rear fender wells, because I took those out. Those were cloth, so I didn't want to burn those or start a fire. Fires with Tesla are not a good thing. So cut away some of the plastic there. I turned the wheel to spin the car around and still didn't really hit anything. I heard a little bit of noise, but I'm good. I'm excited. This looks so good. I'm so pleased. So I want to thank Hansshow for sending this kit out. This was part of the carbon fiber body kit, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll have that linked. But this came with my carbon fiber body kit, and it looks amazing. So if you want to get this, it will be available through Hansshow, but just email them, because I don't know if they're going to put it up on their website, because not that many people are going to do this. It just makes your Model Y stand out that much more. This is 3 inches wider now than any other Model Y.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that.
Yeah. He must work out.